Hello there, running-ears. It's Manny again, and I'm excited because we only got a little over a week to go before we travel up to Wine and Dine, whether you like to think about it the last run of 2024 for Run Disney, or it's going to be the second run for the 2024-2025 season. Whichever way you want to think about it, it's coming. It's going to come very, very soon. I will be doing this video, and I will be dropping it a day early. So today is going to be Wednesday. So instead of doing it our usual Thursday, and of course next week, I will try to get a video out before I leave because there will be some more information to talk about. But before we get into anything, please subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot of information that's going to be going on the whole season, and this is where you can get all your information. Yes, I take a while. I don't do videos almost never right away because I want to get the information right, correct, so that way we can give it to you in the correct way, the best way possible, so that way there'll be no misconceptions, no misinformation. So please subscribe to the channel, share the information, share the channel with your friends and family, anybody on social media. But let's get going. So we have some news that has nothing to do with Wine and Dine, so we're gonna go ahead and go over that before we get to Wine and Dine. So first off, it was just dropped that Festival of the Arts will be running from January 17th to February 24th. Now, what does this mean for Run Disney? So usually this means nothing for Run Disney, but for the first time in forever, it overlaps with Princess Weekend. So if you're there, you're going to be able to see some of the festival, which is cool because they have booths, they're going to have music, they have Broadway actors that come and sing in the back, and so we'll be able to see that. The last day of the festival is the last day of Princess. So this is the first time in forever that this has happened. So the next bit of information is the Disneyland, the 2025 Disneyland half marathon weekend. The medals have dropped, so let's go ahead and take a look at those. So for the 5K, we have Baby Groot with the hexagon portals in the back, very Guardians of the Galaxy. Then we got Ahsoka Tano in front of the Millennium Falcon for the 10K. We have Indiana Jones, Mickey Mouse is what I'm going to call them for the half marathon. The Dumbo Devil there looks like the first one that's going to move. It looks like it's going to be a spinner. And the kids run is Doug from Up, and it looks like a hard plastic one. So I get a lot of mixed feelings from people that I have been talking to. Now, keep in mind, we will be able to see these in a little over a week. So we'll be able to see these medals up close. And when I'm at the expo, I will try my hardest, and I probably will be able to do this. I'm going to record, so if you want to watch the expo video next week, you will be able to see the medals up close. So we'll be able to look at them. We'll be able to see if they're spinners, they're back spinners, whatever it is. So we'll be able to determine what they are. So the last bit of news that has nothing to do with Wine and Dine, or maybe it does, depending on your point of view, is that Sam's is going to be having a sale November 1st. So that is the day of the 5K. So you're going to have to get up at midnight Eastern time, and you can get your $200 gift cards for $180. That's 10% off. That is a good deal. So you can purchase them if you print them out, or if you can transfer them over to a physical card. You will be able to use them there. And if you have an AP, you have some kind of a DVC, you have some kind of discount, then you'll get to tag on that discount. So again, it's 10% off, which is a pretty good deal. So the next bit of information is you should have gotten this. This is the $15, it's a promo card. It's not a gift card, but it's used like a gift card. So it is the $15 promo card that you get if you have signed up for the Wine and Dine half or the challenge. You will get this via email. So if you have not gotten an email, make sure that you email Run Disney and let them know there is an alternative at the expo in the front where the Advent Health Center is, where the merchandise is basically right in front there. There's going to be a ticket office, and you can go to them and let them know you have to have information. Give them your proper information. They will cancel the other one out, and they can get it to you. But that's the other way of getting it. Now, one important thing about this gift card or this promo card is the reason it's called a promo card is it has an expiration date, which is November the 10th. So make sure that you use it. I downloaded it to my wallet, and I am going to use it from day one. You can go and use it at merchandise. You can use it at the merchandise booth, I'm sorry. You can use it for food. You can use it anywhere in the parks. But make sure that you use it because come November 11th, you lose it. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the after party tickets. They're already being mailed out. Most of you should already have them if you haven't gotten them already. And they kind of look like this. They look like a really cool card with a Disney character, almost like a AP card with a Disney character. And I'm going to show you a couple of them so that way you know what they look like. So how do you get these? Now, if you registered via the races, which is either the challenge or the half marathon, then you should automatically get the ticket, and they will send these to you via regular mail. So you will get it in your mailbox. It'll be a plain white envelope. You're going to open it up and it will be there. Now the second way of getting it is, let's say you bought the ticket on the website. You should have gotten that via email. Now a lot of people are saying, "Hi, I didn't get it via email." Not to worry. And yes, there is a backup plan just in case you changed your address, it got sent to the wrong place, you just did not get it. Well, you can get it at the Advent Healthcare Arena. So that is the arena where the merchandise is. It's the very first one as you go up. It's going to be to the right. You're going to see it. You cannot miss it. It's going to be loud. It's going to have a lot of people are going to be going in there to get the merchandise. Right there, there's going to be some ticket box offices in front of there. And when you go there during expo hours, you can go there. You have to have your information so that way you can get your ticket. If you did not get it, what happens is they will cancel out your other ticket and then they will give you a new one. So make sure you understand that. So all of a sudden, if you find the old one and try to use the old one, it's not going to be able to be used. You're going to have to use your new ticket. You can link it to My Disney Experience, and I've done it before. I always take the physical card anyway just to make sure, and so I have it as a backup. But you can do it via Magic Band, you could do it via app, or you can do it with the physical card. Now, if you remember from last time, you can start going in at about 5 p.m. You can start lining up ahead of time if you want to, but they start letting you in at 5 p.m. unless you have a ticket and you can get in earlier. If you have a ticket and you get in earlier, you're still going to need the band. So there's going to be a couple of places inside of Epcot that you can go and get your band. You're going to have to scan or the ticket, your Magic Band, your app. So now that's going to bring me to the next thing, because right now there's a lot of people that are buying and selling after party tickets. Yes, this is something that you can do. You can transfer over, okay? So there is a way in the app or in the web page that you can actually transfer a ticket to somebody else. What the easiest way to do it is you have the physical ticket. You have the physical ticket for the after party, and if somebody sells it to you, just make sure you get that ticket. Make sure it's not linked to somebody else, and you can go there and you can scan it and you can get in. So that's the way it's done. Now, this is what I have to say just to make sure. It's buyer beware. If you're buying stuff off the internet, there's always a chance that it's going to be a scammer. So it's going to be somebody that has an old ticket or something. So just buyer beware. Magical luck. I hope to see you guys at the after party. It's so much fun. I'll be there as late as I can make it. Last year, I think I left 30 minutes early just because I was so darn tired. But hope to see you guys there. So the last bit of information of anything that's going to be sent to us is the check-in pass. So that's the Expo check-in pass, and that should be coming October 28th, this coming Monday. If you do not get the email, log into your account. If you log into your account, there's going to be a blue box that's going to say, click here or check-in pass here, something like that. You're going to get it, take a screenshot, or you can print it out, whichever you prefer. Make sure you take that with your proper ID, a valid ID, and you can get your bib. So once you get that, you still are not going to know what corral you're in until you get your bib. You can speculate as much as you want, but still, until you get your physical bib, and it's to say what your corral letter is, then that's when you're going to know. So now let's move on to the merchandise reveal. So there was a reveal of the merchandise that just dropped, and so it wasn't everything. So if you guys think that this is everything, no, there's going to be a lot more. But let's take a look at it. So first off, we have the jacket with the Weekend logo on the back, which is really, really, really cool. Then the next one we have is a shirt with the Weekend logo on the front when all four characters and the medals are right there. And then we have the Loungefly, and if you notice the shirt on the back says cheers to 15 years. And then we have the cap, and then of course the corksicle with the holder. These are super cool weekend stuff too. This is my favorite, the 5K, the Swedish Chef for the Muppets, the finisher shirt, the I Did It, it's Tiana and Lewis, and on the other side it's Remy for the half marathon. And of course we have the pass holder shirt with Spaceship Earth on the back. Now I'm gonna have to say that they're gonna take some of my money. I know I'm gonna have to buy at least one, possibly two shirts. You know, those pins are gonna look really, really cool. They always have something really, really cool that they throw a curveball at you. You're gonna go there and you're gonna pass by and you're gonna go do a double take and you're gonna go, wow, I need one of those, whatever it is. So just be aware that there's more stuff. If you go to the expo, if you pre-bought some merchandise, you go and you can pick it up. You can still go in. You do not have to go in on day one. You can go in the second day, the third day, whichever one it is. By that time, a lot of stuff is going to be sold out, or sizes might be sold out. So they still might have a shirt, but it'll be extra small or 2XL. So just make sure that if you really, really want something, try to get in there as early as possible. But what do you guys think of the merchandise? I personally thought it was really, really cool. That's why I'm saying I feel really bad for my credit card this coming next week. And the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to wine and dine is the weather. So that's something that we cannot control. And I'm starting to see more and more people, they put up pictures of the weather. Use it very, very carefully is the best way of saying it. So I'm about to go over, this is going to be the topic of the day, is going to be, and it's going to be a short one, but I'm going to give you a list of what I pack. And so I look at the weather and I kind of gauge and it helps me gauge what I'm going to pack. But right now I'm going to tell you this. I have done races where it's supposed to be cold. I walk out and say, man, it's warm, or it's muggy, something like that. So I have a short sleeve on, I have to take a long sleeve shirt on, and I have to take it off. I've also walked out and saying it's supposed to be warm. I see that the night before, and I walk out and it's cold, so I have to put another shirt on underneath. I've walked out when it says no chances of rain, and I walk right into the rain. Happened to us in 2021. I remember that said no chances of rain. All of a sudden, I still remember we're standing in the corral, and the lady in front of me said, wow, check out that light fixture. It's so cool the way it's bending. And I was looking at it, and I said, that's not bending, that's called rain, and it's coming this way. Sure enough, we got rained on. Adding cool and adding the cool air, and then adding the wind, it got to be freezing. And I was wearing a short sleeve shirt. I still remember that. So plan ahead, and that's what I'm going to talk about next, because this is going to be the topic, because we have a week before I leave and about a couple of days before I actually pack my bags. And so I start a pre-bag check. So I make a list. So I'm gonna let you in on it. So you're gonna be able to see what I pack. So first off, I got to get my pen and paper, and so I'm gonna be writing down what I'm. And by the way, this is actually, hopefully you can see this. This is Walt Disney World Resorts. This is an old pen I got from the All-Star Resorts way back in the day. So I'm gonna start making my list. I got to think about it though. Alrighty, I need my reading glasses. So now I'm gonna go over what I'm gonna be packing, okay? So first off, I have a bag with just my regular stuff that I wear just when I'm there. So I am going to put 5 shirts, so 5 regular shirts, 5 pair of shorts, okay, 5 underwear, so 5 underwear, 5 pair of socks, so I got to do that too. What I will do is, because it looks like it might be cool, so I will 1 or 2, depending on if it gets a little closer, long sleeve shirts, and I will do 1 pair of pants, okay? I also am going to do, if you notice, I have a lot of different caps, so at least 3 caps, so I will take 3 caps, so I'll wear them on different days, so forth and so on. Regular stuff, I'm still on my regular stuff. I'm going to take my medicine. I do take medicine, so I have to take that. Make sure, if you do not take your medicine, if you take medicines, it's going to be hard to get it at Disney. Other things are easy, but and then general toiletries. So I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to take my deodorant, a few other things that I'm going to need just for general hygiene, general day-to-day things that I'm going to be doing. So now I'm going to head over to the running stuff. So what am I going to need when I am going to be running? That, because I'm doing 3 races, I'm going to go ahead and go over this. So I'm going to need 3 running shirts. So I'm also going to need 3 running shorts. So, okay, to match up. By the way, I am not very good at coordinating my colors, so don't ever look at me for a fashion statement. You look at me and then you're gonna go to the opposite, okay? So I also need 3 pair of running socks. So, and I'm gonna need 2 pairs of running shoes. Now this is a key one because it depends on the person. You can have 1, 2, or 3. I would not always recommend the 1. I wear the same ones for the 5K and the 10K, and then I wear a different one for the half because shoes, especially running shoes, also have to recover. So you can do it whichever way you want. You can use the same one for the 5K and the half, and a different one for a 10K. You can use one different one every day. It just depends on you, what you've been doing during training. We've gone over that. So let's continue on. 1 long sleeve shirt, and I'm gonna say 2, especially if it's gonna possibility of being cooler. So I know that I need 2 long sleeve running shirts. 1 to 2 pair of long running shorts. I have the extra, the spandex ones underneath that I can wear. They usually keep me real warm, so that's another one. And I usually run with the headbands, and so I need to get running headbands, and I always have a bag full of them, so I just take that whole bag. So that's that. Now, things that are going to be related to running that I will pack. I pack my mini foam roller. So again, I'm not, I'm just like everybody else. If people think that I'm in perfect shape and stuff, no. So I have to foam roll, so I do that. I also have to pack my anti-chafing cream, so make sure I get that in there. And of course, I have a couple of bottles of BioFreeze, so I got to use that. So make sure that I do that. Okay. Now, I have a couple of other things, other suggestions that I do. You guys can do whatever you want to. I usually travel with 1 box. The box can be like a shoe box. A sturdy made shoe box is always really, really good. I'll tell you why. Number 1 is I like to take my own water. So I'm gonna put here water. So bottled water. Okay. So I can put the bottled water in there. I can put it in my bag that I check, and so it's underneath. And I have a little bit of savings there in the money because bottled water at Disney World is very expensive. Put it this way, for about 2, maybe 3 bottles, you could have bought a 24 pack at any of your grocery stores. So I would put in there, you can put about 10 to 12 bottles in there. So you got that. And remember, you get some on race day. You get, for every race, you get 1. Possibly 2. I would recommend just getting 1 just to make sure that people don't run out of water. So you're going to have, if you can get 10 of them in there, you're going to have 13 bottles of water. So again, that's going to save you at least a little bit of money. And the last thing, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to put these away because I'm done with my list as of now. I'll always forget 1 thing or 2, and then all of a sudden I'll add it in. One of the things I'm going to add on, and this is where I'm going to finish off the video, is these giveaways. So I'm going to have in these shirts, if you haven't noticed yet, I have a whole bunch of these shirts. We're going to be wearing them November 1st. So we are going to be doing that fundraiser. So I am actually going to start today. I'm going to leave a link down below. This is the first time I'm doing this. So I'm going to do the link down below. It's going to be for my friend, Princess Ashley. So Princess Ashley's fundraiser is down below. If you want to join us November 1st, here it goes the plan. It's going to be from 9 to 12. We're going to be getting on Triceratops spins. Then we're going to take a small break to eat. Then we're going to go from basically 12 to 3. We are going to be in It's Tough to Be a Bug. So we're going to try to do Triceratops spins first because, again, it's outside. Once it starts getting a little bit warmer, we're going to be inside It's Tough to Be a Bug up till about 3 o'clock. And then from 3 to 6, we're going to be doing Dinosaur. So we're going to be going on there. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to try to go live before we transfer anywhere we're going to go. I am going to record and I'm going to put out a video like the ones I put out here in between, and we're going to give shout outs. So if you want me to give a shout out to anybody for $5, I'll give a shout out just to give the money to the charity. It's not going to go to me. So I'm going to leave the link down below in the description so you can actually donate $5 to the charity. When we're there, message me. Make sure that you message me. Make sure that you get that message to me. And if I don't say it, Make sure that, again, I'm going to try to do it live at the very end, and I'm going to do the shout outs, but I'm also going to record some of them. So you're either going to see yourself live, or you're going to see it within the videos that we're recording. So that would be a double whammy. I'm going to try to do it in both places, so that way if we don't get one, we get the other one. But make sure that you and it's okay to message me 3 or 4 times and say, hey, did you get it? Hey, did you get it? Hey, did you get it? And just exactly what you want us to say. So if it's something like happy birthday to a family member, we will do that for you. But we will be doing that almost all day. I think the park closes at 7, so we want to get done by between 6 and 7, because guess what, guys, we got to go back to our resort and eat something and then go to sleep, because we got to get up early the next morning for the 10K. Now, if you want to join us, because there has been a couple of you that have reached out to me and say, hey, what can I do, or can I do something with you? Of course you can join us. If you join us and you do we'll do something like a $20 donation, we'll give you a shirt, okay? So you're going to get a shirt. You're going to be able to go around us, and I'm going to have extra shirts. So if you're in the area and you don't want to do it, but you want to donate to a good charity, it's going to be Kelsey's Hope, which is a great charity. You haven't looked it up. Kelsey's a great story. I've donated to them before. I've fundraised for them before, and they're great. But just donate it, and we're going to give you a shirt. Now, I only have limited amount of shirts. It's going to be probably less than 10. 8 to 10 shirts as I'm going to have, and it's usually larger sizes. Right now, I think I have 2 smalls, and the rest of them are going to be large, an extra large. So you come, you donate, just show me that you've donated. We'll have a record, we'll be able to see it, and we're going to give you a shirt. These are great shirts, guys. And so again, there's only about 15 of these made ever, and so you have the price tag, which is going to be 11/1/2024. That's when we're doing it. And you're going to look down here. It's because it's April 22nd. Yeah, April 22nd, 4/22 of 1998. So that's a price, 1998. That's when these rides were made. So we're going to be able to ride them, have fun. And I hope to see you guys out there on the course. And of course, if you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. So that is it. I rambled off, especially at the end. But thank you very much. We're going to have at least probably one more video. I'm going to say, not for sure, but one more video before we leave, because we're going to probably have a little bit more information. And then I'll remind people about the fundraiser. But what is your favorite part so far? Are you doing Disneyland and you like those medals? Or what about the merchandise? Are you doing Wine and Dine and you saw something for the merchandise that really stood out? And if you guys have a fundraiser and want to join us and want to add on, please feel free to reach out even the day of. If you're there, we can reach out to your, through your channel, your Facebook page, your Instagram page, or anything like that. We'll be more than happy to do a shout out so that you can raise funds. But anybody who needs any help, put your comments down below. And as usual, guys, create a magical day, create a magical run, and guys, see you sooner than later.